Let's talk about choices. Choices, well, choices is in every season of our lives. It's every day. It's every hour. Uh, Retired recently and got lots of choices, lots of choices. But I think the choice we're going to talk about today is choosing peace. So choose peace. You're asking, how do we choose peace? And peace, something that comes on us when we least expect it because things just quieted down, and we hope that's not so actually. But so how do you get it, and then how do you know when you lost it, or how do you know that you how did you lose it? So my name's Kendall, and this is my channel, Retirement as We Know It. And I want to welcome you. Thanks for coming. I worked endlessly. Oh my gosh, trying to get a video done for my post, and uh, I've done a video that was called "Cart Before the Horse." "Cart Before the Horse" talked about a move that we're wanting to do, and we can talk about all that later. But primarily, I mentioned the Better Business Bureau in that. And I wanted to do a little piece on it. And I thought, well, okay, push record. And I've got some stats. I've got a lot of stuff to remember. Yeah, yeah. But I find myself just stumbling over my words. Stop, record, rewrite, stop, record, rewrite. So it just seemed pointless. And I think the main thing is I didn't have any peace whatsoever about doing that. That's troublesome and it's bothered me. Anyway, peace. Well, is it tranquility? What is it? And then how do you get it and how do you keep it? Well, I think the how is the big thing. And I think mainly for me and my experience, what I've found, it's the way we center ourselves and get ourselves to a place where we're not shakable. We're at peace. You know? And when I mention center ourselves, I'm not talking about New Age. I don't do New Age, so you'll have to go to another channel if you're interested in doing all that. But no, can't do it. But peace is for me. It's close as the mention of His name. So, and the way we keep our peace is staying in Him. And so that's peace, but it's not. Well, first off, let's talk about Jesus and his guys that were with him for over 3 years. They saw his miracles, they saw his ministry, they saw everything he did, and they were, I think they were, yeah, in ministry with him, but I think they were friends too. They had to be. I mean, that's who he is. And so you get to the point where Jesus said, well, I'm going to have to go now. So he's going to go back to heaven to be with the Father. And so now what? And these guys are devastated. Essentially, what are we going to do without, you here? Because that's our identity. That's who we've been and who we are for how long? And this all of a sudden they're freaking out. So Jesus said, well, hold on now. I'm I've got something I'm going to give you because I'm leaving. I'm going to give you this, and there's a whole story about that. But essentially, knowing they were freaking out, he's saying this. Okay, he's getting ready to tell them that the peace he's going to give them is not like the world gives us. It's not that at all. It's the peace that comes from him and from who he is. Now, peace isn't just happiness. We can be happy when we get a delivery from Amazon or whatever. We can be happy if we get, someone smiled at us. We had a good trip to the Walmart or the grocery, whatever. That's happiness. And then we can be content. So that's peace, right? No. So we can be happy being content, but you can only do so many fried chicken meals with mashed potatoes to get contentment. That's not what contentment is. It's not based on what we're doing, what we're up to right now. And it's not sitting by a mountain stream, trickling of water. Oh, and not that I'm against that. I love that, but it ends up that's not peace. That's a momentary calm, essentially. So when everything's around us is freaking out, when everything around us is messed up, and like I'm pushing buttons and hoping to record and get something on video. Well, it didn't happen, and there you go. So, but peace is something really totally stationary. It's totally something that's lasting, if you will. So, there's a biblical prophet. Peace is ancient. So, this biblical prophet talks about it, and he said, this is what God said. He said, my thoughts for you, he's talking about God's thoughts for us, is peace. It's not evil. It's peace. It's having, you know, in detail, your future planned out for you. It's surrounding yourself with peace and prosperity. Prosperity. That's another word we'll have to talk about as believers. We'll have to get to that one at one point. But then it's to give you a future, and it's a future glistening with hope. Now that's from the Passion Translation. It can be very descriptive sometimes, and I appreciate that. It's good and it helps a lot of times. And the thing about peace, I'm going to leave a PDF. I'm going to have a PDF for you to sign up, not sign up. You don't have to sign up or nothing. All you do is click and download it. The PDF will have a bunch of the verses I just talked about. It'll have some more ideas about peace and what peace is, who peace is, and then we'll get back and talk more about peace and hope and love and charity and all that. But I hope this helps us grow. Um, Now I'm going to go back and try to figure out my Better Business Bureau piece and get it done. And then we'll look for that in a few days. Cart before the horse just talks about, well, maybe I shouldn't have even called the guy before before I started, selling the house and getting a place to live on the other end. So all that, though. So I hope this helps you. And at some point, I found that the place we always have to start, and sometimes we just talk ourselves. I don't know how we do it. We talk ourselves into not doing it, but it's so simple. But it's who we are, and essentially, it's in Him that we live. It's Him that we move and have our being. So, I'd like for you to like and then share and subscribe. And until next time, have a great day, y'all.